Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. Glad you're here today. Love you guys. Another day in my Diane Antone studio, every day a Doodle watercolor challenge. Today is day 27. I'm so proud of myself. And the prompt is forest canopy with a little in parentheses, looking up into leaves and branches. So I got to thinking, I'm not sure how that's gonna come about. What would that look like to paint? So I kind of cheated and I went on Pinterest, and let me show you what I found. Painting forest canopy. Look at these beautiful pictures. This one caught my eye right away. Of course, it's the simplest of all the pictures. I liked this one too. And she's an artist, Anne Caswell, and she has a YouTube channel, and I've never heard of her before, but I'm going to check that out at some point. But she has a nice little canopy looking leaves and things, but in the interest of time, I think this one would be the simplest to achieve. So I'm going to try to go that direction. Okay, so with that, I have my prepared a spot right here, and my plate here that has greens and teals and brown and black that I'll be using, a little bit of blue and some of this yellow ochre. That's kind of orangish now, but I think it'll still work. And then the pen will be used for doing some lines of definition. So let's take you down to zoom you in for a closer look. And let's see, I have a towel here. I think what I'm going to do with this section here is pull away some of the color, because I notice if you're looking up at a canopy, you kind of have this center light where you're at the sky. So I'm going to add some water and pull some color out of the middle here. And that's going to be my point of interest for the sky, if it's going to cooperate with me. Try to pull away some of that color, and it's going a little bit away. Okay. And that's actually not in the middle. It's a little bit up. So I'm going to just pull some off of that. So you can tell that it's a little bit lightened. All right. And from that spot, it just kind of looks like just kind of some blobs, and to represent the tree. So represent the different kinds of leaves or petals or what have you on a tree. Not petals, that would be silly. That's a flower. But I'm gonna spray that, get that activated, and let's just grab some green tone on here and then just kind of start dabbing all the way around that white-ish, that pulled color. And I'm gonna do different tones, starting with the light tone. And let me get, I think I need a different brush. This one's almost too fine. To use the next level and see if I have different kinds of brush strokes. Okay, kind of going around that, defining that center. Let's add some more color in some areas. And the example that I'm looking at has some white space, but it looks like I'm kind of past the point of no return on that. So I'm just going to keep pushing in some greens. Yeah, the example definitely has more defined sections. So, and then there's some brown. Let me look in here. There's actually there's some of these orangish ochre tones too. So let's just kind of dab those in there. Okay. And then now I'm going to switch back to my smaller brush and let me dry that so that the browns I'm going to do next do not bleed. Okay, so, and I'm doing this and I'm thinking I am challenged with perspective in my personal artistic expression. That's something that I don't do well yet, something I need to work on. So it's going to be these tree tops are going to be thinner on the top and then get fatter as they go down. That's the thought that I have. What it kind of looks like. They're a little more uniform in the example I'm looking at. And we'll do a comparison at the end. And then there's different sizes of those branches too. I can try to do this so I don't block the view of you guys. Okay. So far, it looks like a starburst. I'm not loving it. So we're learning, aren't we, though? Okay. And let's get some thinner ones in there. And some lines that will look like branches because we are looking up at trees. They just kind of look like blobs and then arms, huh? Or yeah, lines with arms. Although maybe by the end, after adding all of the elements, it will be representation of that. Okay, I'm seeing it now. I'm starting to see it. Starting to see the canopy. Although these lines right here are too thick on the top, but like I said, I'm kind of committed. I'm going to darken those lines with some black brown. Add a little bit of, I guess, texture. Because they would be sort of in a shadow. If they're in the canopy, right? They would be sort of shadowy. And let's do a few more leaves just to define the tops of some of the trees. Yeah, I'm learning. I'm kind of winging it, but I'm learning. You know, sometimes we have to get out of our comfort zone and try something that's not quite a place where we're familiar. And that's going to stretch our artistic abilities. And if we want to learn, if we want to get better, if we want to grow, that's where we have to go sometimes. Doesn't mean it's comfortable and it doesn't mean it's easy, but it's almost always worth it. You almost always learn something from it. You can learn something simple as, I don't like that, or I really like that, or that was easy, or that was hard and I never want to do it again. So we try, right? We try. If we don't try, then we're not learning. Okay, so I'm going to come in with a pen at this point because I feel like the paint part is just going to get a little more mushy if I keep adding paint. Good. All right. Ooh, I probably shouldn't have had my pen under there. But this actually does make sense to have the black lines for the simple reason that they are, like I was saying before, it is part of a canopy. It is underneath the tops of the tree, and underneath things is where shadows tend to exist. And I'm using, this is just a Tombow pen. Diane actually uses them too. But I discovered, I just found these at Walmart the other day, and I didn't realize I had a set before, but they were getting kind of old. Okay, let's add some white for a little bit of highlight coming through. Shake it up. I'm not using my Posca because if you watched my other video, it kaboomed all over my clouds from the abstract pattern video. Oh, that was a shock. But it actually made my clouds a little better, I think. I kind of want to get the, oh, hear the scratching noise? Do you like the scratching? I kind of want it to look like the sun is peeking through. Yeah, this definitely has a scratch to it, doesn't it? Well, I don't know if that looks like a canopy, you guys, but here's the, let's do a comparison. There is the Painting Forest canopy, and there's mine. I think if I would have, like, this was off center, it's up higher on the, if I would have put it higher on the square, I think I would have been a little more able to make it look more like trees. It just looks like, it looks like a sunburst that's brown and green. So yeah, I got something to learn there for sure. Yeah, there's a good technique that I'm missing out on. And if I practice more, whoops, I'm sure I'd find it, figure it out, but we don't have all the time in the world. So that's my forest canopy, such as it is. And let's see, let's go for tomorrow's My Doodle, what I want to do. And I am going to put down some of this sunset color, I think. I like these colors, and I don't know what I'm going to do yet. And I had 3 lines here, but I'm going to use the whole space. And I am going to just kind of have fun with it. I don't know what it's going to be, but it's going to be the whole space here of these 3 sections. And I'm not even zooming or pulling you back to show you. And my granddaughter, we've been doing some painting, and she is way into the color red right now. She loves red. I bought her this little paint set, and the red's almost all gone. She found one of my flat head brushes, and she just loves the red, and she just covered almost a whole page just with red color. She really liked it. I don't know what that means. I'm sure it means something, but I don't know what it is. Okay, so my forest canopy is done. I can cross that off. Friends, I am so proud of myself for doing this little challenge. It's been so enlightening, and I've learned a bunch of stuff about my own creativity. So I know this one's a little longer than the rest, so we'll see how this one goes. Oh, I just got my paper wet with that. That's all right. All right, friends, we will see you on the next one. And we're almost done with the series. Thanks for hanging out for the whole video. And I love you guys. Take care. And as always, God bless. Bye-bye.